Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? Welcome to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth. How you doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's 12:02 where I am. How about you? Y'all up? Or y'all sleep? Let's get into it. Welcome to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth. Know that when you come over here, you are on a secure line, okay? I do it all. There's no need for me to go down my catalog. Right? Um, Know that when you come over here, you are on a secure line. Also, what's up? How y'all been feeling? What's been going on? Let me turn it down a little bit because I need y'all to hear me. How you guys been doing? Like, what's been going on with you guys? And is everybody doing well and still moving even through the difficulties or the challenges or whatever it is that you're going through? Because everybody on different, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been going with the flow. Remembering not to go against it. Don't go against the grain, man. What is this? What is this? It's a lot of people that there's so many people. You know, when you get down to to things like when you get down to the nitty gritty of things, and you start really just things start things start unfolding. Whatever it is that you may have asked, it could have been situations, things that took place, and you didn't have a full understanding of them because you were in a different space. So you understood them at the level of consciousness that you were at. And that could have been a child. You could have been in your teenage years. You know, maturity um, come through us experiencing life. Not everybody gain maturity. You know what I'm saying? But we not talking about everybody. We talking about you. And this shit started with you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like whoever this message resonate with, whether if you a masculine or a feminine, that it all started from you. I'm gonna get into that and what I mean by that. And it's very interesting because this is not something that we often sit down and think about like, damn, it all started with me. Your conception started with you. You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts your first thoughts started with you. Even on down to the decision you made, even if that decision was a decision that was created by someone else's, doings. And so we're going to get into the message because there's a lot of people out here in these streets that want to be a player. They consider themselves a player, and it's so many different levels of playerism that you can do. You could finesse, you could do all of this shit, but what I'm picking up on, what I'm sensing is like, I don't know which way this message is gonna go because I'm just picking up on a lot of different, you know what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna follow spirit and follow what I'm seeing, but it ain't gonna end how you think it's gonna end. It never does. That's why they say stay present. Let's get into matters of the heart. Let's pull some matters of the heart card. We gonna mess around in the energy for real. It says manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Look at this beautiful tree on the back, which gives me someone that has experience this is it etheric? It's this etheric feeling. It turns into an emotion. It's very etheric. I mean, etheric. When I say etheric too, I feel like that's kind of like it's like endorphins going off in your body. Hi, Allie. How you doing? 2.0. I hope I said your name right. If I didn't say Alan, I'm sorry. I didn't say it right. How you doing? Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. So, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart. Whoever this message resonate with, I've been picking up on this energy though. It's a lot of y'all that's out for self. You out for self now. Like you tapped out of these different streams of what you once called life, what you once held in high honor. You get what I'm saying? And now you know, like I said, it started with you. And now you going through these things. Even though you went through them alone, you shared a lot of it with different individuals, different players of the game, whether that be relationship, whatever kind of relationships, you shared it. And you always knew that it was shit that you shouldn't have shared. Because right when you were shared afterwards, it'll change, it'll shift the energy. Because it's like they took something, they got something, they got what they wanted. So it took more time for you to learn to protect what it is that was in that vote that you loved, what you loved. It's almost like it was a lot of slick, sly shit going on. A lot of foxes out there. You know what I'm saying? You was in the jungle, but you was in the jungle with a lot of foxes. This is the part of the jungle you was in. This is the part of the jungle you was experiencing. And remember that movie with the fox and he was following Little Red Riding Hood? And he approached her in a lot of different ways. He tried to show up as her grandmother. He tried to show up as this, didn't he? I think so. You know what I'm saying? Or he showed up as somebody that was like a grandmother. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's a trip because I was talking to my sister earlier and I was telling her, and I was like, damn, sis, some of the evilest people that I've met in the physical realm has been someone that you would have never thought, an old woman. Someone who was supposed to be, a leader, at a church or something like that. Like, it's always in you. Let me just keep going. It says, playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. We're going to put one more. It says, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your life fills me with light. I love you. Who thinking about you like that? I feel like whoever this is too, that energy of someone, the one that's coming, that's already in. It's like spiritually you guys are already connected. Telepathy is something that you guys have been involved in since you guys both made it to this physical realm. You know what I'm saying? This is why you always have that wonder, like, damn, where is this person? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is why you are so like much of a romanticist. Is that what it's called? A romanticist? I'm picking up on that energy. Like you are, like you are very romantic and that type of kind of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I feel like, spirit guys, it's like, look, it's more than just one kind of player. It's players in every season that's seasoned. And that's how they was able to get over on you. You know what I'm saying? They was foxes. And now, when the foxes get near, when they get on your trail, when they start hunting for you, because they hunt you out. It's energies that hunt you out. That's what I'm picking up on. And these are the ones that create the scene. They create a scene before you, but they don't do this to everybody. This doesn't happen to everybody. I just like, that's why I don't like when I be communicating with people about this shit, like, and getting into spiritual spirituality, or just talking about my personal life and my experience, because that's really all I can go off of. You know what I'm saying? I have to go off of that, not what I read in the book. I literally have to go within and listen and go off of what I notice in that vote, because I know that that vote, that's that the vote inside of me, that's where all of the hidden truths about myself are, even the ones I don't remember. But the more and more I trust myself and trust what it is that I'm feeling and that I'm hearing. And then they also, things happen like they'll pre-warn you about something. They'll pre-warn you about something. And you get close to it and things start just going off. You know what I'm saying? And you go against your better judgment. And then however the situation may end up, it could end up in a situation where you didn't sign another contract. You didn't sign into another contract because you didn't listen to your better judgment. You didn't listen to your higher self. You didn't listen to your gut. You didn't listen to whatever ancestor or spirit guide was there talking about, wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. They got movies like that where the spirit trying to stop them, like, you finna walk into death. You finna walk into some shit that, you know what I'm saying, they trying to set you up. And so, why would they make the spiritual realm loud within us if it's not something that we're supposed to experience? That's what they want y'all to just think about. Because they said we got questions tonight. Because we need you to start asking questions if you need an answer. If you feel like you need another confirmation or another way to know that this is us speaking to you. You are held in high honor, and you are going to go through things, and you still do need assistance, but your assistance do not come from this physical realm. The only way this is what they're showing me, the only way that your experience will come to experiencing them through others would be you expressing that inside and willing to trust others as well as you first trust yourself, and then create the people that you want around you, meaning that you went into your mental state and you've not conjured, I don't want to say conjured, that you've created with the cosmos, with your ancestors. These are the type of kind of individuals I need around me. And that's going to go based on which way you're going in life. Business wise, what kind of business people you want to deal with. Because it's you can go into a business deal and it's 3 people and you're going to be testing on which one is about that shit. You might have to move a couple of times. I feel like they getting us ready for something that we are not supposed to be talking about, that we shouldn't be speaking on right now. It don't matter to the world. It doesn't matter. When they come out and they see it, they see it. But these players are they're anticipating knowing something. Like they want to know something. They want to know, how did you do it? How are you just completely shut them out? Like, you know what I'm saying? How have you made these changes? And because people can't just make these changes that you've made, whoever you are. Somebody's name could be Natalie. You go deep. You go deep like the ocean. And that's why a lot of people that you dealt with wasn't able to meet you where you were, because no matter, even in the beginning of the relationship, and this could be any kind of relationship, right? In the beginning of the relationship, y'all was there. That's where you guys met it, but you always continue to dive deeper, and they weren't able to go as deep as you, and you didn't have you were willing to go deeper and come back up and get them and take them up if they couldn't breathe no more, trying to come down with you. If you seen them straining, you came back, even though you knew you could have stayed in there much, much longer than them. Your capacity, the capacity that you hold, is depth. That's why when you speak and you talk to others, their hearts start beating fast. And then they get real antsy inside. And it depends on what kind of spirit it is. It depends on what their intentions were. You get what I'm saying? But you do that. It's a trip, because you can even give love, like unconditional care to someone, and that even can trigger them to turn into the beast that they really are quicker than it would if you was just some regular smuggler ass, you know what I'm saying, woman or man. So I'm just seeing you throughout life, you've been playing with your energy, but you also been paying attention to it too. You've also been studying yourself. You know what I'm saying? You've also paid attention to the detail of others, and that's how you remember what you remember. And I'm not gonna put that on blast, right? Because we learning to be mindful with our words and our intentions and what we put out, because we know these motherfuckers is always listening and watching. They always are. And the thing about it is this. Like I said, you're gonna protect what you love, but at the same time, shit really is, it really is though. It's a trip how they move. And it's a trip how they can move on you by knowing you. As long as they can be close enough to know you, they can move on you. What the fuck was that? Oh shit. Oh. What the fuck was that? No, I just seen this white thing. It just like flew from like right here to, it was a bug though, but I ain't never seen no fucking bug like that in my life. Oh my God, I just. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all, my bad. That motherfucker was straight clear white. Yeah, I'm gonna call somebody to come spray this whole shit tomorrow. Like, I can't do that. I don't know what the fuck that was. It looked like it had like legs too, like in the back of it. Like, okay, let me see, what card is this? This is the Magician card. This is most definitely your energy. It's the Magician card. This has been one hell of a ride for whoever you are. Okay? I want to tell you something, right? Without telling too much of your business. I'm not going to tell any of your business, but I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if you ever heard of the eye of Horus, or like, let's say that it's the eye of it's the eye of whatever. This is bit wise counsel. This is an eye that sees all things. It almost give me like the energy like of the raven, you know. So I talked about that the other day. It gives me a lot of bird visions, a lot of different perspectives. That's something that you carry and is frowned upon in society, because anyone with the eye of the infamous, the geometry, the true math, right? That essence, that balance, whoever have that in them, it's not a stigma, they said. This is something that is naturally in you. You hold this flame, you hold it. And because of that, you have many that come before you that made it out. And so you have prime, like, you know how they got the prime minister they showing me? You have like superior help within you. It's embedded in you. Like these were your descendants. These were your descendants. I want to make sure I use the right words. These were your descendants. Because you didn't have to come back. You didn't have to. You could have sent anybody you wanted to send. That's why I feel like this is why when I be on here, the energy that I be picking up on, mothers say this to me, but like she be telling me to say it, like tell them do not be afraid. And she keep reminding us that like don't be afraid, don't be afraid. But it's showing every day for me why she be saying that, because things are getting real. Things are really, life is showing us what life is really about. You get what I'm saying? And it is not what we thought it was. And things are not what they seem. And what are you going to do about it? And how much longer are you going to be in fear? When are you going to learn how to grow your own crops? When are you going to learn how to feed your family? When are you going to use what you created inside of you? When your spark ignited within the etheric realm, in the darkness. as soon as you sparked in the womb of the great mother. Real talk. That's what I'm hearing. Because you hold them close to you. Like literally, you hold them close. That's what this iron is giving me right here. This iron, and he got the flame. This is a lot of like, some people would, when people look at you with this magician card coming out in this deck, I ain't never read the book to this cards. I ain't never read the book, but I'm giving y'all what I'm feeling inside. What you have, people feel like you have too much. Anybody that you deal with, I'm talking about from when you were a child, they feel like you, so they kind of like pushed you off as, oh, she's strong or he's strong, he can handle it. And it's like, well, damn, I'm still a child, like I'm a kid. So that was a reason or excuse not to give you the love that they gave the other, but really it was a situation where the energy had started being manipulated at that point right there, because they wanted what you had. You had it always. I don't give a fuck. One, two, three. They seen it in you. They seen it in your eyes. Of course they remembered you. They sent you there. Of course they remembered you. Some of us do have good relationships with our parents and things like that, but it be people that be close that, and our parents be naive and let them around, and then people abuse, misuse, or whatever the case may be. But it's because they always felt like you had too much. You always was a problem. You always was an issue. So you became a popular loner. But you were always meant to do that because your mission requires only you. And you have to be a special type individual to be able to even rock with you, because if you don't cut them, then they gonna cut them. They gonna make the decision for you. That's how much they honor you. They not finna let nothing happen to you at all. So the number one tool that they used was fear. That was the first thing, fear. Put fear in that child. Hit them with so much fear that it shatters every shadow, or it shatters every emotion, every algorithm that they have within them. So when they speak, because the voice is so strong, when they speak, they'll speak it out and it'll come back to them again. This is magic. That's what they showed you how to use it against yourself. Not use it for the betterment of you, to use it for the worst of you. At an extremely high rate, where you frying yourself. You think these towers and shit is frying you. You frying yourself, and the towers is helping. Everything is helping. The food industry, the medical industry, everything is helping on top of it. And then you getting sick because you're using your magic against yourself, which is more powerful than what they can ever use on you. And then they using that shit on you too. A caged bird. I keep seeing this caged bird. I was a caged bird. Sometimes in some spaces, still to this day, I'm a caged bird. And I'm still going in and out that cage. But every time I go in that cage, don't nobody close the door, I close it. I open it and I close it on myself. And then I come out some days and I may feel like I can conquer the whole world. And then that's how we be until we get all the way how we need to be, until we straighten our posture and make the necessary changes, because nobody can keep us in that cage. All they can do is show us how to remain in that cage by showing us the same shit every day, having us go through the same shit by way of the conditions that we live under and the things that we pledged to that we didn't know we was pledging to, the contracts we signed that we was unaware of. And then every time the soul wake up, the soul like, damn, how I keep defeating myself, like how I keep imprisoning on everything. There we go again. Y'all finna kill this motherfucker. I'm so glad that your bitch ass came back. I was waiting on you. What the fuck is that, bro? I don't even want to kill it, but you in the house, though. You in the motherfucking house, though, bro. I do not be killing bugs. What? Be quiet. Huh? I did. I'm gonna have to wash her bonnet. I did. I didn't know what to do. What if it would have been me? How did he get it? It don't even matter. I just killed it. I feel so bad. Cause what if it was like a, I really be loving the animals though, like, oh, maybe it came in here. Y'all be bringing shit in the house. And maybe it came in here because I brought some leaves in here, huh? I found a leaf. It was sitting right in front of my door. It was so cute, and I brought it in the house. It could have been my ass. Because that don't look like it's supposed to be in the house. That motherfucker like it'll bite you, and it's little, but it look like it got a harsh punch. So my musician men and friends, and I didn't mean to say friends. I don't like that word. My musician men and women, you guys. Yeah. We got the 5 of diamonds. Let's get back into it. They said let's get to it so we can get through it. The Ace of Swords. Okay, so I'm also seeing hand mantras. There's something about hand mantras. There's something about your hands, right? Your hands are powerful. Sunset, they said sunset. Something about the sun and the sun setting on you. You being outside when the sun set. You know, with the Ace of Swords coming out, and then this other card, I really can't show it, but I'm going to show you a little bit because they like don't got no clothes on and they wrapped in lust together. But I feel like this musician, you being the musician in the musician position, in the musician energy, you know, you carrying that energy and embodying that energy all your life and having this rich energy. You've always had a rich energy, whoever you are. Also, Ali can be significant, the name Ali or Al. But they giving a little names here and there today, huh? Tonight. With this Ace of Swords coming out and then the Two of Cups. A lot of the relationships you had in your life have came in to cipher your energy, and they've done it even if you wasn't seeing them. And Spirit wants you to know this because I'm going to tell you, and it's the masculine energy that wants you to know this too as well. That's where it's coming from, the masculine energy, that people admire you and they lust after you. And even if they can't have you physically, it's like a scary lust. Like, it's, when I mean by scary, like looking at your picture. They can't quit looking at your picture. They can't quit thinking about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you always, you know what I'm saying? Or they always wanting to look and see what you're doing. That's crazy. I didn't even see that. Look at the sun, and the sun is looking to the side. The sun looking over there. Like what you doing? Like, what they doing? They always want to know what you're doing. And whenever you with these individuals, when you make a decision, instead of listening to your gut and listening to and trusting what it is that you feel about an individual, I feel like this is something that you are actually experiencing right now. You being tested through the divine. Like, your next steps is going to require you to be able to trust what it is that's being shown to you through an individual. But I know for a fact that you remember these souls. So you know how they say new levels, new devils? You remember all of them on every level. You just have to stay tapped in. It's like you can't, after rising and falling so many times, and every time you get up with more strength, more wisdom, more knowledge, more this. It's like you can fall, but you can't keep falling the same ways. You can't keep on going in that bird cage. Like, that's what they're showing me. You can't keep on going in and out of there, because when you go in and out of the bird cage, then that means you going back to something that no longer serve you. It's like going back to elementary school and you in motherfucking middle school. You get what I'm saying? But you only doing it because, well, I know this. This is familiar. And familiarity ain't never been cool because it's comfortability. And that's where you weren't as you weren't as wise as you are now. You get what I'm saying? So that cage, you can actually sit outside that cage. The only time you go in that cage is when you have fear, when you have doubt. The only time you go into that cage is when you get frustrated with the world because you don't fully understand or understand your emotions and your feelings, and you need more a broader perspective or someone to talk to that's wise. You need wise counsel in the physical realm because you like, damn, I've been doing this by myself. I might as well just go back here. But at the same time, you haven't even asked. You never asked. You never asked. You get what I'm saying? They like, okay, if we hear your gut, it's not just you. You ain't been doing this shit by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So they like, but you ain't asked. You have not asked a hard question. You haven't even thought of the question to ask. You ain't even wrote it down. That's all they need you to do. Because this level is going to require that. This level is going to require a totally different you, a whole new you. And that in itself can be, you know, intimidating and scary or whatever the case may be. But doesn't it, like, when you make it, it's kind of like, okay, it was a breeze. Because you went through some shit hella different times in hella different ways on the same level. It's like, okay, I know all of these devils on this. I know all the devils on the first floor, the second floor, the third floor, the fifth floor, the sixth floor. Nigga, you all the way up to the eighth floor. You know what I'm saying? You know all these motherfuckers. They don't do that much changing. They just get a little more witty, a little more wiser. They can hold a conversation. They get a little more. You know what I'm saying? They can play chess pretty good. But they can't play better than you, baby. You know why? Because you tapped into that dark love. You hear what I'm saying? Like you hitting darts in the dark. And you hitting it, and your precision is immaculate. You're one of the best. You're one of the greatest. They don't even have a word in the English text or in the English language that can describe how they feel about you in these realms. They sit and wait and watch you all day. And even when you make a decision, and like they on, like you on TV screen, they like, oh no, don't do it. You got the kids watching you and everything. You inspiring children. I mean, daughters and sons across the universe, in different universes. Not even in our own universe. They in other universes watching you, baby, watching you. They been watching you. They didn't know at first, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. They didn't know which one was the one because it was so many of them. A lot of them fell. A lot of them risen again. There's a lot of shady shit going on. This is one hell of a phenomenon that's going on that you're a part of. It's just, what player are you gonna be? Are you gonna get played by some players? Are you gonna play with the players? What players you gonna play with? Because they are players, including you. The minute you stop being a player is when you stop your motion on your purpose. You feel me? What's up, Mr. Cook? Good to see you in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing refinance. They trying to refinance you. So I'm gonna tell you because I know what the fuck they thinking. They trying to set you up right now. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, you go outside and it's a lot of different thoughts you having, negative thoughts or whatever. Just thinking about shit. It don't even got to be negative. You thinking about shit, then why is that person on my mind? Or why am I focused in on this? Yeah. I can't tell you what to do or how to do it, how to protect yourself. I can't tell you that. I know that you are protected, but I know one motherfucking thing, that when you step outside that door and you outside, it's fair game. You need to know how to refocus your attention back to you. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. And then your eyes should focus back in on you. This is going to require great, I would say strengths in different places, things that you haven't done, yoga, walking, like really just having a peace of mind. A lot of and it's a trip too, because I was saying this shit. I was telling my sister this shit earlier. I said it's gonna be a lot of people walking off their jobs, just walking off their jobs, leaving their homes, just leaving, because people are tired of playing their game. You could play any game you want to play. You could stop whenever you want to stop, depending on the circumstances and the situation. Everybody's situation is different. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what you're willing to do. It depends on how far you're willing to go to get the fuck out that cage. But you willing to risk it all? You willing to leave everything behind? Because that's letting them know how serious and you standing on all 10 about this shit. Because I know I can get it back. That's what I hear you saying. I know I can get it back. Y'all can have all this shit. I'll go to a motherfucking shelter. Quick. Don't play with me and get out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I done did it before. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? Dang, y'all feel so bad for killing that bug. Oh my goodness. But what if it would have bit me or something? Well, but you know what? Usually when I be seeing them in the house, I'll pick them up and I'll put them outside. I don't like killing bugs. They smaller than me. That's like some weird shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Now a roach, but I don't kill all roaches though. I only kill Oakland roaches. If they from the Bay, they gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like where I live at now, the roaches be like this big, y'all. And then, so you know it's hella different name of roaches. They not in the house though. They be outside, but they do be getting in the house though. You know what I'm saying? So I just put them back outside. I'm not a bully. You gotta kill it. I'm gonna kill a fly though. It's just certain animals I can't do. Roaches and bugs. Nasty ass roaches. Ugh. Especially the roaches from the hood. They don't give a fuck. They shitting on anything they sit on. Welcome to Ashley's Tried to Wealth, y'all. How y'all doing? What's up? I didn't even do my little thing that I be doing. Did I get an Ace of... Oh, that was the Ace of Swords, y'all. The Ace of Wands came out. Y'all, let's get some other cards. I'm going to put one more of these cards. The Queen of Wands. See, if somebody watching, I'm telling you, they be look at that Queen of Wands. With her little black cat. She all looking all manly and shit. Looking like she got a man chin, but she dressed up like a female. Look at these is weird motherfuckers watching. These motherfuckers that's watching is so tapped in. They're so, I don't even want to say tapped in. Let me not say that, because that's not what I meant to say. They're so focused in on your becoming and what you're going to do next. But now you know that I'm not telling nobody shit. Fuck all you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to think or say, that's just what it is. Because I know for a fact this is projection and that's what the fuck you're going through. You're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. Like, you know, you're keeping it to yourself. Because they most definitely are, and they most definitely are trying to keep you in a cycle. Like they trying to dangle something over your head. Well, you want this and you need this. Making you feel like you need this and you got to have this and you need this amount of money before you can do this or you can make this decision. You get what I'm saying? Like it's all of these different thoughts, these random ass thoughts. And you're like, where's this coming from? Bro, just because you protected don't mean that and then another thing too. I'm gonna put their ass on blast. Another thing too. They're going through something themselves, right? I'm talking about in the spiritual realm though, y'all. I'm talking about like souls that's working against you, been working with people even in the physical, jumping from body to body, following your ass. From each lifetime to lifetime. Ain't nothing new under the sun, right? They been knowing you. Somebody name could be Craig. And they getting rallied up. They already gotta go on the court. They got to go into court. They can't run. They got to go into cosmic court. So and let me explain it, because I had explained it to my sister earlier, and she was like, damn, that's some real shit. So let me see if I can explain it to you guys how I explained it to her. So they're confused, right? These spirits is walking around like they've been moving for a long time, y'all. They ain't came back. They stuck in different dimensions, and they created a home there. But they were doing horrific things to children in the spiritual realm. They wouldn't release them. And the same thing is happening on the earth that y'all been seeing with the FBI and the CIA and with the kids, and all of that is going on in the spiritual realm too, on lower realms. It's true. And they didn't went up in there on their ass, just how they been raided. But it's a trip. It's different in the spiritual realm, but how they I don't know. Because in the physical, they raiding their own people. I know y'all seen all them agents that got raided for, soliciting kids. I mean, for trafficking kids, and they work for the FBI. I was like, what the fuck? But they doing that in the spiritual realm too. They just been doing, a lot of crimes in the spiritual realm, and they're connected to offenders too that's here too, and they come from their bloodline as well. They don't want to cross over. They don't want to get better. They like it there. They like taking advantage of others. They like being able to seep into your energy and move through you and basically own you, where you never get to leave this realm. And so they're under judgment for that, and the judgment is over. They're actually, yeah, it's bad. It's pretty bad, y'all. I wish y'all could see what I see. You know what I'm saying? But eyes have always been on them and what they do. As above, so below. They played in this ring. They played in the infinite energy. That's 8. That's an 8 on the side. That's infinite energy. There's so many things that happen in there. And they sat there and they dangled their diamonds, their gold, their money, their riches, and did all what they did underneath the watchful eye of the divine feminine energy. In her energy, though. And that's what I'm getting from this. It's dripping. It's dripping. It's blood. That's not what she created for. That's not what she created her daughters and sons for, to do none of that. So she let them have that. Because if she wouldn't have did what she did and sat back and sat in silence, then she wouldn't have never knew what she was dealing with. She wouldn't have never knew what move to make or how to make it. So she had to be silent. She had to be quiet. And if you look into these religions and things of that nature, when they marry women and things like that, these religions where they can have all these wives and, just all this other weird shit that they be having going on, getting together and shit, contracting with these warlocks and fucking vampires and vapors or whatever the fuck you want to call them. And they do all that shit. It's dishonorable. Because a lot of these individuals were once high honored souls that, and a lot of the higher souls are actually connected to them as, in some way spiritually and have been physically. And it hurt to see this, that they were trampled on and that they were taken advantage of and things like that by these players, but they chose to play in the game. I feel like some of them will get an opportunity to, I see that some of them will get an opportunity to speak before, before ISIS, before Tiamat, before the council. But for the most part, everything is getting cleared out. Everything is being cleared out. I feel like this is almost like a news, not news, but like I feel like this message is also like where spirit is, your ancestors and guides. It's not even confirmation. It's just giving you a view of what's going on over the land and just throughout everything, so that you can have a better, perception of what's going on, a better understanding, so that your view would which is broad, you can have more of a like, okay, this is how things work. This is what's going on. Because it doesn't work. It never works quite how we think it does. It always is constantly shifting and changing, especially based on your perspective and how you view things, how you view the world, how you view yourself. You get what I'm saying? That's why they say, if you're going to be intimate with yourself in every way. You get what I'm saying? Real talk. Be intimate with yourself. Because intimacy is a high frequency as well. They try to say love is high. I have said that too. I'm guilty of saying that. But I don't feel like love is like the highest frequency. I don't. I really feel like being authentic is the highest. Being authentic is like the highest, is one of the highest forms. I feel like it's not even just one measure to the other, because you can be on a level of, you know, you could be on a subconsciously, your Christ conscious could be at a level where you haven't experienced on a higher level, and so you have to get there, right? I don't know. Something like that. Shit. Let me see. I'm hearing have faith. Somebody need to hear that. Yeah, somebody most definitely, some of you guys most definitely been in y'all head. Especially when you go outside. You being called to, your higher self says you need to find a space, a quiet space. They need you to be calm. Whoever you are, you communicate with your higher self and with your guides or when you're calm. Like you literally have to be like, I mean, even if you were not like in a space by yourself. It's crazy because I'm also picking up on, it's the Ace of Cups and Death. I was finna say, I'm also picking up on somebody like not in a comfortable, like you may not be living comfortable. Maybe you live with somebody. Maybe you live, you know, maybe you're not, you ready to like end homelessness. Like you tired of going through living with people, or maybe whoever you live with, you want to end that. Or, you know, if you guys can't get it right, if the relationship can't get better, like you like, I'm just ready to, you know, allow us to heal and go our separate ways. Like I don't want to, you know, stay in something that we can't, you know, get through. Like we keep going through the same shit over and over again with the Temperance. But I feel like you're the one that's saying this. You're the one. Look at what the Fool card, y'all. The Fool card talk about going on a journey. You ready to go on a journey. And I feel like it's very much so by yourself. You as the Temperance, like you are charismatic. You want to get out there and enjoy life. Start building. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you are in that building energy. I can't make this shit up. Like you, and it's somebody's heart is wrapped up in something that you're not sure that you still want to be in. You're not sure that you still want to be in that. Like, you know, it's good when it's good, but when it's not good, it's not. But it's been more bad than good. It seems like now that you are finding yourself and that you are coming to realizations in your strength. Look it, in your strength, in your sovereignty. Like your focus is more on you, but you still love who's around you. You still want the best for the people around you. But if you guys can't have the best together, where it's respect, where I can communicate with you and we can actually, you know, evolve from that conversation. We don't got to keep going back. We're going to have issues. I get that. I'm very understanding. This is you speaking though. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like people like, well, they don't want to go no farther than the cage. They don't want to go no farther than the cage. The Knight of Pentacles. They don't want to go no farther than the cage. They got too many demands. They got too many things that they want to do at one time. They're not planning with you, but we supposed to be in this together. What's going on? They're not telling you everything. They're not communicating how they feel. You know what I'm saying? They just going on with the day by day. And you like, well, damn, what's the plan of action? What we doing? Which way we going? You know what I'm saying? What we doing? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, whoever you is, you's a bad motherfucker. The Three of Wands. But whoever this is as well, they already seen you leave. You already left the building. And they know it. And they've been in their head about it. Look at them two snakes on both sides. They've been in their head about this. They like, this motherfucker think they finna just leave? Oh, this not finna be no easy leave. You better get your thing. If you was thinking about getting your affairs in order, yeah, you should start. And shut the fuck up. Don't tell nobody nothing about your moves. Don't even tell your mama. Don't even tell your mama, man, for real. Because just move. I'm seeing like soothing music in this situation, you going through this, because I feel like it's going to be really challenging. But I feel like it's a lot of different souls that's on the board that's going through challenging times, or that's in a challenging space. But it only feels challenging because it's something else that's coming and it's trying to get you ready for it. It's just, are you going to surrender to what it is that you feel? Do you trust what it is that you feel? Or do you feel like it's something that's in your energy that's manipulating you? Because if you feel like that, then you must not be making the best decision about who you got around you and who you up around. Or maybe you don't have a choice. Homelessness. I did tell you I picked up on homelessness. And baby, if you going through that, I get it. I've been through that plenty of times with my kids, by myself. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's name can start with a J. Jesse, James, Jerica. I'm also hearing Jeffrey. Or you could just have an initial, J, middle, for middle initial. I'm also seeing Jackson as well. Look at this. The Joker. And you know, whoever this is, the number 15 is significant as well. 5 break down to 6, right? But looky, whoever this is, this energy been circulating around your bloodline for centuries. And it feels like it knows you. Like it knows you. Like they're not that strategic though. If I'm able to pick up on their ass, I can pick up on any motherfucking body though. Let me not be, you feel me, too confident, but I'm confident that I can find some shit wherever. Cause I'm not scared to go. I don't give a fuck. They can have a giant in that motherfucker. I'm gonna walk in that motherfucker like when you go into some shit, you could be like trembling. You can't show. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna give y'all some game my auntie gave me, y'all. I think I was like 13. Mind you, I always had a nice body and all that, right? Big ass booty, whatever. I always did, right? Little waist, so I looked older than I was in the body. Because I look young now, and I'm in my 40s, right? But I remember she took me to this club in San Leandro. I think it was called Kitty's or something like that. And that motherfucker was going down, but my auntie stopped me. My auntie was a real motherfucker. My auntie then. Shout out to my auntie if you ever watched this too. I love your life. But my auntie, she ain't no motherfucking joke. And she's still out there in them streets. You feel me? But she was like, I was walking and I kind of was like, fuck, it's cold. It was cold. And she turned around, looked at me, and she said, don't you ever in your motherfucking life, don't you ever show no feelings or nothing when you walking up out here, you out here in these streets. If you cold, you better don't show that you cold. And I'm like, is it that serious? She's like, put your arms down. Act like it's summertime around this motherfucker. It was cold, y'all. I didn't know what she was telling me. But that's how they show up, though. And when I tell you, my auntie, she done did some shit. She done did some shit. Let me leave it at that. That's somebody you won't fuck with. She'll take you quick. Quick. Yeah, but she ain't taking nobody out. It's my dad's sister. I told y'all my dad was a hitman. I'm not proud of it, but it happened. He no longer here. You live by the sword, you die by it. He's with me, though, spiritually, always. Always, like, for real. He ain't came back. He's here. Here. But it says, I embrace positivity and let any negative thoughts drift away. They talking to you. This Joker energy, though, This Joker energy is a suffocating energy. If you ever feel suffocated and you don't know where it came from, it's this energy. I don't know who this is. I don't know who signed a contract with this energy, but usually, typically, when this type of this very evil, very dysfunctional, it's very dark. But they're a master. They're clever at identity. Like they know how to switch up identity. Their identity. So I'm seeing shapeshifter. Somebody signed a contract with them, and even continues to this day in the spirit to allocate for them and to give offerings to them, which is the children of your family. So it could have been a lot of toxic things in the family, the shit that's bad that it be happening, Uncle Chester, drugs. I feel like if to get more specific, so you can know, like, it won't be all over the place. Let's say the the character that you may most resonate with, that you've seen in a lot of them, that evil, first of all, it came from this side. That evil eye was over here, and it would scare you. When they would look at you, they would give you these looks, like, and they would do it on purpose to make you feel uncomfortable. But you seen something else, though. You felt something else. Because they don't want me to say too much. But you felt something and it scared you. It made you jump back in. So when you were a child, and if you don't remember this, it was that bad because you remembered those souls. You remember those souls from a past life, but you know how they vicious. They don't give a fuck. They'll rip you in half and eat you in front of everybody. That type of kind of energy. So if you be feeling like you overwhelmed, and this energy, it feels you pulling from that root. It feels you pulling. You're the only one that can pull that knife out that. That's what they just said. You're the only one that could pull that knife out that rock. It was never meant for you to make it to this present moment, to even have the opportunity to pull that rock. So yeah, they working overtime. They working real hard. Even though they know that Isis is here. She's walking. She's here. They don't care. They told them to leave you alone. Your soul even awoken within you, and they had you surrounded to scare you, and you said, y'all better leave me alone. In your visions. Y'all know visions is on this channel. If you knew, visions are dreams. They not dreams, they visions. It says, I am kind to myself during moments of stress. Bro, I can't make this shit up. Look at the cards that's coming out after what I just said. I am kind to, I'm telling you, like, maybe put this on, watch it again, so you guys can kind of, go over it again. But this is going to require, this is like a mind over matter thing. This is you operating present and being present every motherfucking step you take and every breath that you breathe. This is where you are. If you needed to know where you are, I just told you. If you were uncertain, if you just wasn't getting it because it's new, the energy is new, it become crisp. The guides and the ancestors may not always be around because they're doing other things, and they're trusting you to be in your wholeness and to operate in your wholeness and to be holy on holy land, and for you to be creating. I mean, you don't have to be watched no more because you're mature now, and you know better. You know that if you stay within your realm, that they're going to do whatever they can do. But as long as they can't knock you off that pivot, as long as you grounded and you 10 toes down, they can't fuck with you. They can't touch your heart. This is their heart. This is their bitter hearts, because their bitter heart, because you gained your wings. You gained your wings. And it's a trip because she got the cup in her hand. And I was going to say that you have this, you're able to feed wherever you are. Whoever you are, you have an infinite amount of a well. I'm seeing a well, a spring, a well. Ideas, whatever comes of that well, you have that. It's like you've been the life source for plantations. They said you've been the life force for plantations. Plantations are pretty big. This is like down south, so you could have family in down south. You could have came from, you know, down south, Mississippi. I'm also seeing Wyoming, Arkansas, also in Artinas or something like that. Artinas or something like that. I'm hearing, right? But somebody went to like a priest or something. It looked like it was a man. Could have been your uncle, and this could be in. He went to a priest down south somewhere. It wasn't up here though. It wasn't well, I'm in the United States. He went like, I'm seeing like it don't look like places that they have now though. It looked like a, all I know is it look like it's rock, like it's made out of rocks, like it's made out of stone. And I'm seeing him going there and hand some like a thing of blood. But it wasn't, it was somebody, it was like, it was your grandmother's blood. It was a grandmother's blood. But he wanted to wear her essence. Real talk. His name could have been David. He wanted to be a lieutenant too. So he ended up being a lieutenant, going off into war. Somebody, you could have had an uncle. Now just take this, y'all. Take these messages, how, you know, it resonated. That don't mean that your uncle name was David. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a aunt. You just take it how it, you feel me, where it's similar. But this, yeah. And the priest that he took it to, the priest he took it to, this priest not even alive no more. This priest unalived itself. So you guys could have, I don't even want to put this on nobody, but like somebody could have like struggled with not wanting to be here. You feel me? Those different things, because when they did, when this priest, that's crazy. They going deep. What time is it? It's 1:04. Oh, that's probably why the message is coming through like that. When this priestess did the ritual with your grandmother's blood, because this was a high priestess blood that he used, because he wanted to embody her energy. He wanted to embody, and so he took it to the high priestess. The high priestess needed the money, took the money. All money ain't good money, right? And so when the high priestess did that, he did a ritual, and it was for him to be able to harness every empress energy that comes, and he be there when that empress comes. So he was like an uncle that was, he could have been drinking, but he came through like he probably still fucking here too. To be honest with you, I'm picking up on him being here in the physical, but he was able to be in each, how can I say it? In each like timeline, he was able to come back. But that was out of order too. 929, I'm seeing 929 or 992. Like 567. 567, but it didn't start from the beginning. See? 567. It didn't start from the beginning though. Like he didn't go, like he didn't. So basically what he did was he's jumping timelines, super illegal, and it constantly brings stress on the bloodline, because it's tightening and it's tightening tight. But that was his point in wrapping it up so that he can have full control. So you could even struggle with control issues and not being able to let go. These are the things that run through the bloodline. And when this priest passed away, this priest, everything that was connected to this priest stayed connected to this uncle. And as he continued on with the magic, and because of the ritual, he continued to. It's 15 is significant. You know, $15 is a powerful number. He thought he was gonna get away with it, and I'm getting all this from this Joker card. He was enjoying wearing these women's energies, and he actually made it to be an emperor. Whoever you are, man, you probably got some fucking land down south somewhere that belonged to you that your grandma left you, and he took the deed and fucking signed the deed over, or they could have left it to your mom. Look it, either way, it wasn't left to him, and it's looking like it's nobody. It's like no man's island. Y'all know where no man's island is? I pondered across that before, and that was an island that the United States and another place could not come upon agreement with, so they called it the No Man's Island, and that's where they used to go, or that's where they still go to this day to do horrible, despicable things. I feel like they even probably be over there doing human hunting and shit, but it's an island. Go look it up. It's called the No Man's Island. Something is significant about the No Man's Island. I'll call back my peace. I don't match energy. I set the temperature. If the room get too warm up in this motherfucker, you better step out. No more. Okay, let's pull a couple of more cards and I'm gonna let y'all go. Victim, sorrow, grief. I'm telling y'all, as soon as I click the... It's a lot of victimism. It's a lot of victimism going around in the spiritual realm. Now they victim. Oh, I didn't know what I had did. Get the fuck out of here. You know how long we've been sitting on you motherfuckers? Fuck up out of here. It says adaptability, change, and adjustment. Somebody took a divine feminine. This was centuries ago. Took her essence, turned her upside down, put her in the grave, and thought that they was going to get away with it and run with her essence. And that's what these players be doing. These players that be coming into your life, they don't have no dreams. They don't have no goals. They don't have no aspirations. They already have, their agenda is with it, just you. It was always about you. People don't just cross your path for no reason. I don't even feel like right now is a good time to be having no kids for real. Not now. Not in this lifetime right now. Because that's another way that they didn't got motherfuckers. I know I got. I love my kids. All my kids is gifted. My daughters and sons are gifted. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. My blood is strong. So they gifted. But at the same time, everybody don't have that, shit. Everybody don't have that. Like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like if you are strong-willed and this shit, all this like shit that you done been through, you able to let it go and you able to move forward, and it's not a constant story in your life, a constant storyline in your life, or where you're constantly complaining and not doing nothing about it or not changing, you know what I'm saying, these things, and these kids are seeing that, it weakens them. It weakens you. Then you have to go through the process all over again and prove to yourself that you are worthy of it, because you're not proving it to nobody else. Nobody care. So you think people care because of what they project off, because of what they see in you, they don't see in themselves. So they projecting some shit off, and it's strong because there's so many of them, but it's not strength. That's an operation on lies, and your system override that system, because your system come from the higher laws. Those are the lower laws. It's like, stop feeling sorry for them. They could show up as many. They could show up as so many individuals that's close to you. Stop feeling sorry for them. I don't care who it is. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you from experience. Quit feeling sorry for people. Because if your ass was on your deathbed, I guarantee you, you would sit back and be like, damn, ain't nobody called my motherfucking phone to check on me. You might have told one person. You know they all know because they be in your damn business. They ain't came up there. They don't give a fuck. That bitch right where she need to be. We ain't got to worry about her no more. Let's harvest her energy. Yeah, let's go up there and act like we care. Leah, let's sit back and talk about her and conjure her spirit up. They do shit like that. And because you sitting there thinking about, oh shit, ain't nobody even called, you gave them access. Cut the motherfucking cord. Cut the motherfucking cord. They've been doing supernatural shit and using this profound energy to trap the divine feminine energies. They've unalived so many. The high priestess, medullas, women that's supposed to care for the world. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Women that came here to refurnish, you know, the fire that's inside of us. Like they know what to do, and all they have done was cause fear and stole from her with this Knight of Pentacles. You look at how he looking at this diamond. He on the horse. He got the diamond, and that's all he focused on. And guess who the diamond is? The daughters and the sons of the land. Go get more and more and more. Make hot breeding homes. Do everything that they done. It's all on social media. I ain't saying nothing that y'all don't know. But this is where we come from. This is what we have to go through. We have to go through this shit. We have to come through all of this whole entanglement. And now we are left to untangle it, which is okay. Because, yeah, I'm not even going to say too much. It's okay. It's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. You going to be okay. You going to be good. They said talk to us. They want you to talk to them. They need you to go and sit. It's nothing about you going under a tree sitting, just getting some air and really just talking, having that conversation. Because you in alignment, your alliance is not nobody in this physical realm. You have to create that with them. You have to let them know and show proof that you even feel worthy to have another worthy person sitting across. Are you ready for those relationships? You know what I'm saying? Because them kind of relationships are so hard to come by, but so easy to lose. And they don't want you, you know what I'm saying? You don't even want to go through that. Do you trust yourself enough to even have a relationship where you'll be able to do the things that you can't do in this relationship that you are in, where there's no resolution? You keep going through the same thing over and over again. What does it say? It says cool guy, main male, attractive, and authoritative. But you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit, different day. These relationships. And even if you're not dealing with nobody and you are to yourself, it's still wrote through your mind because of the just being alone for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been going through this shit. It's time for you to have some human contact, some human to human contact. But you got to put yourself out there and get out there and be able to be in your body and not always in your fucking head. But operating as a trip too, because as a spark, I see a spark. You're operating like the energy that I'm seeing is like you're a soul having a human experience and you're just viewing it through the body. And this is the real authentic way to live. And it's like, damn, you didn't went through all of this shit. You didn't went through so much. You didn't made it so far on your path. There ain't no way that you can go back to that. It ain't no way. And if you do, anytime you think about it, you get sick. Even in the situation that you in now. If you in a situation, some of you guys are, some of you guys aren't. Some of you guys been fucking single for 2, 3 years, 10 years, 6 years. You ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? You probably had a little friend here and there, but probably not at all. And it's time for you to put yourself out there. But you have to create, what kind of people do you want to be around? Start telling them. Write a letter down. You know, these are the kind of people I want in my life. I want them to be, authentic. I would like them to be the detail, small detail, without me going into all of that. Small detail on what you want. You got to speak to the universe and you got to mean that shit. And I don't see why you wouldn't after all of this shit you went through. If you can build your team accordingly in the direction that you're going in. They thought that you was stupid. They thought you was dumb. They thought you was retarded. That's what they told people. They knew not. They didn't know you. They didn't know that you was the sharpest player on the board. You don't miss. You a sharpshooter. That's why they scared. That's why they always been scared of you. And instead of coming in and being real, like, you know what? I really, really admire how you move. Can we build something on the real? Because I can't see myself fucking around with these dead motherfuckers, these half-dead motherfuckers. And I know I ain't all the way right, but I'm willing to get right. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to make the changes. I'm willing to, whatever I got to do, whatever it is that my soul require of me, I'm willing to do it. I just need to be on your team. That's when you know when a motherfucker know exactly who you is. And it's like, okay, you ain't never did me no wrong. And if you did, we was able to get over it. And it wasn't even doing me no wrong. It could have been something simple. You could have said something that hurt my feelings. You could have, you know what I'm saying? You could have pushed me away at a time when I needed you. You could have ignored me, and I needed you to hear me. We can get past that if you don't do that shit again. Motherfuckers be consciously aware. Motherfuckers just be wanting to take you back through the same trauma that you go through to keep you locked up in that fucking sequence of systems. Look at the union and the downright. I just said keep you in the union. Keep you in that sequence, whatever the fuck I just said. All right, let me get y'all out of here because I've been on here running my mouth. Let's close this out and see what Spirit's gonna say. Because this has been very eye-opening for myself as well, as it has been for you guys. And no, let me do these cards. I had changed my cards. Matter of fact, let's do some of these. I had changed my cards around and put, I don't know why we're doing shit like that. Let me see. Yeah, whoever this Joker is, he ain't right. What he did. So this grandmother that I was speaking of, she's a high priestess, and this is someone who, she favors you. So you may look like her. You may have never seen her before. But this is where you get your strength from. Actually, this is your IQ. Your IQ is very high because of the blood that runs through your body. It's the same blood that she has. And you were one that, when you received this life, when you received it, you came through with pure blood. And that's what anchored you so deep and embedded, so that you can know everything that happened from the beginning. She wants you to know everything that happened. But she tell you in increments. She give it to you. Like, she want to even speak to you. She even want to speak to you, like, you know, but she said when it's the right time, she don't want to scare you. Like, she don't want you to be afraid. But she has been showing up in dreams. You have seen her in your visions. I call dreams visions, y'all. So you have seen her in your visions, not probably knowing who she is. My name could be Francis or Fernando, Paul. I'm also hearing Regina. Somebody could be from St. Louis as well, or my name could be Lewis, last name Lewis. Excuse me. Let's pull a couple of these. It says 1100. It says free divine aid, care, perseverance, guidance, and assistance. It says divine guidance from the power of God and angels. Please change your thoughts. You may have prayed for greater happiness and better health. If so, this is a response to your prayer. Source knows the solution you seek, and it will be born in your thoughts. During your transition, ask Source to guide you, to guide the direction of your thoughts and support you. That most definitely for me too, y'all. That's for me too. I'm gonna let them take us up out of here through these cards. So we got 111. Make a wish. It's 120, but 111 on this card. Make a wish right now. It says, look carefully at your thoughts and ensure you only think about what you want. These sequences is a sign that the door of opportunity has opened and your thoughts will be realized at record speed. That's what I'm saying, bro. And let me see. I don't know why that just made me a little mad a little bit. But I'm gonna keep going. That shit just made me mad a little bit. But I'm gonna keep going. It's not even funny. It says the numbers are like the bright light of a light bulb. If you have difficulty controlling your or monitoring your thoughts, you can ask your guides to assist you. Y'all, it's gonna be challenging with us operating this up until, I would say, February or May. It's gonna be challenging. You're going to have your good days. You're going to have the days that's okay, whatever the case. But this right here, the thoughts. And you know, another thing too, I could see if we was like, I don't know what your living circumstances is, but if we still, and I'm gonna say we, if we still operating in the biochemical substances, food, these phones, and all of that, it gives them a great. I feel like it break down the anatomy of our DNA structure, and I feel like that's how them thoughts, them intrusive thoughts, they're not ours. They're being projected in those realms and they can't help it. Like right now, I can see them like doing this, like because they being it's so the higher realm have went into that realm and they can't take it. But when we operate in this world, because of all of the different technologies and things that's going on, it lowers our ability to have that protection that we come here with. You know what I'm saying? So when the more we consume and we use these gadgets, the foods, and all of these things, and not do the natural things for the body and the soul, them thoughts, them intrusive thoughts. And see, they keep talking about thoughts. It says, I embrace positivity and let the negative thoughts drift away. I was talking about that when I first came on here. And I can only talk about shit that I know because I was feeling that shit yesterday, bro. I was trying to hurry up and get back home. And then when I woke up this morning, it started happening again. And I'm in the house. But I feel like it was no, that didn't even have nothing to do with it. That was because that was some shit that I had to clear up. Yeah, that's another thing too, y'all. Game. Boom. So if you in a situation and you not speaking up, intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts. If it's something that you're not feeling and you know it's not safe, intrusive thoughts. Listen to I'm not saying listen to the thoughts, but if it's okay, let me tell you on both ends. Because two things happened to me yesterday. I was overthinking. I was having intrusive thoughts. I knew that shit. It was part of me. It was me. It was me. It was me all the way. Fuck that. I'm gonna take full accountability and responsibility. It was me, but it wasn't happening because I was choosing to stay silent because I wanted peace. But there could be no peace within if there's no peace without. If you're not telling someone how to treat you, or if you're not speaking up about something that's bothering you to someone that you are in contact with constantly, where you guys can, look at it. This is not okay. It may not have used to bother you like that. It's going to bother you now because it's going to bother you now. And if you don't fix it, if you don't heal that part of you where you don't like to make people uncomfortable, or you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, or you don't want to, jeopardize the relationship. If the relationship is going to be jeopardized because I'm telling you that I don't like the way you're treating me, or that whatever it is, then I'm willing to sacrifice that. I'm willing to sacrifice that relationship. I'm willing to let it go. We ain't even got to say sacrifice. I'm willing to walk away. And however that look, it may change your whole life, your whole trajectory, but so be it. At least you have been fucking thoughts to be gone. At least you have been, not even the fact that the thoughts to be gone, at least you made at least you spoke up and you made, I feel like that's something that you didn't work through and that you didn't heal. Now I'm speaking up for myself. I'm defending myself. This is like a different kind of, it's not like fighting or nothing, y'all. This is more like, it may be hard to say how you feel because you don't want to start any, you don't like conflict. I don't like conflict. I really don't. I be talking shit. I'm with all the shit though. But I just don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I just be like, I be feeling like people, I be feeling like, and I feel like this is even the wrong way to look at it because everybody got different vision. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody sees shit differently. Everybody on different, consciously different, right? But I be feeling like motherfuckers be seeing what they be doing and like if you know that how you didn't see that? Simple shit, but they do. They do see it, but they don't care. They'll leave it for you to do. Oh, you fix it. You fix it. You fix it. Now I'm fixing my shit in your shit. And then they get comfortable with putting it on you. And they just, I can't do it. They try to keep on using me until you use me up. No, fuck that. We about to end all this shit. I'll get the fuck. Wait, hold on. I didn't read this. And then the other one was, I can't tell y'all everything, right? You know that. It don't even matter. As long as I'm gonna break it down. I be wanting to get, look, I can get real in there. But you know, my ancestors be like, that don't even, y'all, you don't gotta do all that, Ash, cause no. But for the past couple of weeks, I literally been getting messages, y'all. No lie. And I know exactly who the messages is coming from, y'all, in the spiritual realm. Telling me no. Don't do that in so many different ways. Why I go do some shit, the same shit they told me not to do and been telling me. Bro, if I could show y'all this shit, bro, this shit is supernatural. Like, it's like, I be like, and I knew it though. I felt it, right? Because it was like an omen. It was like an omen. And I got up out of there though. But it's completely, I'm listening. Listen, I'm not gonna fight the current, man. We working together. I got you. And it was a desire. It's something that I'm used to doing. A way that I don't need to go anymore. I don't need that no more. I don't need to be doing what I've been doing for years. You know what I'm saying? I go in and out. You know what I'm saying? You get my drip. And they was like, they was on my helmet. I got up out of that motherfucker. Anyways, it says rise, wealth, wisdom, power. It says look carefully at all thoughts and ensure you only think about what you want. This sequence is a sign that the door of opportunities has opened and your thoughts will be realized at record speed. I just read this. The numbers are like the bright light of a light bulb. If you have difficulty controlling or monitoring your thoughts, you can ask your spirit guides, our ancestors, or your higher self. Always stay in contact with your higher self. That means stay present, y'all. Because that's who's operating the vessel, right? To assist you. So you got assistance, all around assistance, they said. Let me pull one more. Let's see, 33. Somebody's ascended master. 00 says, source given. Responsibility. I'm telling you, bro, whoever you are, wherever you come from, the color brown can be significant as well. Because I just heard the brown lineage. The brown lineage. Or maybe the last name Brown could be significant. Or maybe the Browns or something. Maybe your lineage or something. Maybe that's something that they just want to, I don't know. Okay, so it says confusion, clarity, spiritual awakening. It says source and the ancestors are trying to get your attention. It is very likely something related to your divine purpose. Is there some guidance that you have been ignoring lately? If so, you may feel stuck right now. This means listening to and following your divine guidance and taking relevant actions. Here, if y'all want to screenshot that and then come back to it later, because that's what I be doing. I be screenshotting. I got thousands of, and I'll go back and read shit over and over again until I get it straight. This is a journey. School is in session. We are in a university. We were supposed to be writing shit down, reading shit, screenshotting shit. We got this use technology for something. You know what I'm saying? Let's get like 2 matters of the heart, and I'm gonna get a card from I'm gonna get a card from your. I want to get a card from your heart, like from your source, from your higher self, and see how you feeling about yourself and or what you want to tell yourself. All right. It says only time will tell. Parts of the matter. Only time will tell. Based on what you motion in the ocean in the motion. Something about your motion. How you move, your motion. It says twin flames, your passion ignites. Let me pick one more. It says life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. And this one, I'm telling y'all, look at, and them is chakras stacked on top of each other. Didn't I say somebody need to go to the tree? Go to sit under the tree. Just go out, get outside in nature. I promise y'all. Sit in the sun. It's gonna work. I don't care what race you is, what nationality you is. Sit in it. If you gonna be good. It's about the soul. The reason why them motherfuckers can't sit in the sun and they underground is because their souls ain't right. That's why. They ain't right. They ain't never been right. And this uncle is hard assing it. Is he hard assing? He can't go nowhere. He's stuck in that rim. He pulling this damn. And you know what's a trip too, y'all? Because while I'm seeing all this shit go on in these lower rims, and now I'm seeing why it's affecting us, because we were once attached to it. We were once attached to it. Some of us are still getting through that's why they was telling us to take our time right now. They was telling us to move slow, to take a back seat. Remember mama said take a back seat and let her drive? Yeah. Yeah. And that's, what's crazy, y'all? They not even making no noise. They just like, how can I explain it? How I see it? They like kind of like pulling they cells apart. Like they don't want to be in their soul. Is like it's maybe they feel, how like let's say if you had hella bugs over you and you just like, ah shit, it's hot. It's too cold. I don't know what to do. And they still trying to stay attached to that root that they created, that root that is deep. It's deep. It go deep. They trying to stay. They can't even unattach. They can't even detach from it because they in it. Like they can't even detach from it. And if it's any parts of you that's still harboring things from the past, from others, maybe it's something that you were supposed to do in life and you didn't get to do it and you haven't done it, but you still got action at doing it because you're not technically. I'm seeing someone get a fresh start, to be honest with you, but you're still in the thick of it. You hear what I'm saying? Because you were affected by it. Your mother's was affected by it. Your grandmother's was affected by it. And they want you to remember this shit. This is not something that's going to be a fast thing. And it shouldn't be no fast kick. Like, people always want to, you feel me, like, they want constant, quick gratification. This is not what this shit is about. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to go through this shit and really, like, fuck it. Get forged. If you're going to get forged, you might as well go all the motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? You done got out and got in so many times, and that's okay. That's a part of it. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that you can't have fun. That don't mean that you can't go to the beach and have you a drink, whatever the case may be. It depends on what your purpose is and what position you hold. Some of us aren't allowed to drink at all. I know my father, he doesn't allow that. I'm talking about my dad, the one that I had in the physical realm. I actually talked to him in the spiritual realm, and he doesn't like me doing that at all. He don't like women drinking alcohol at all. He says that that's how they was able to overturn a lot of the things that we had created, that we had built, was by way of drugs and alcohol and things that they brought into our staples and gave it to us when they were out hunting and come back, and then we all over the place. We don't know what the hell didn't happen. This happened. I could see it. I seen it. I remember. All that. And it really breaks my heart. But now, I'm on some boom, boom. I'm ready to go up in that motherfucker like this. Y'all got us fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I show all parts of me. Because this ain't the first time I done been through it. And I'm not ashamed of it. And they need to see it. And if you don't like it, what don't you like about it? It's got to be something that triggers you. Is it something that you do? Is it something that you're experiencing? You see how that shit look? I know I don't like the way it look. I don't even watch those videos. You know what I'm saying? But I don't take them down either because still once was a phase that I was in that it was me. Now I don't want to forget because I don't want to go back there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to hide it either. Like that shit don't be happening and like it ain't no real shit that motherfuckers go through that take them down that journey where it be all kind of shit going on. Drugs, sex. You doing all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? In the midst, Danny lost your life, almost lost your life about 1,000 motherfucking times. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers plotting on you, won't let you go. 5 years, look up 5 years, then pass by. You still sitting next to a motherfucker that ain't never had plans to make a plan with you. You feel me? Drowning in your sorrow and shit until you just be like, you know what? But how was you the one that was able to get up and nobody else ain't got up? You got to think about that. Because you, the number one player in this whole grand scheme of things. In the stage that's been set before you, you the only motherfucker that made it out. Who else, who's standing next to you? Who's sitting with you right now? Who can you call right now from your past, or that you where you can really get some authentic, genuine advice, where they're not gonna be in your business, not just talking to you because they want to know what's going on, or you not that pick me motherfucker no more. So, because you was that before, people don't be wanting to admit that. Oh, I'm so player. Yeah, it's a lot of different levels of being a player. It got its pros and its cons. So, yeah, I remember when I was 16, my one of my favorite terminologies, life is a bitch and then you die. I don't feel like that no more because life ain't finna be treating me like no bitch because I ain't no bitch. I ain't no punk bitch. I'll be any other kind of bitch, but I ain't no punk bitch. And I ain't going out. You know what I'm saying? You can call me what you want. You can say whatever you want to say about me, but I guarantee you, you won't step in this motherfucker and do what you want to do. Not no more. Now that I know who I am, oh, I'm going to protect her. I'm going to protect that little girl. You can't come back in and get her. She's secure. She's with her papa. You get what I'm saying? We not doing no playing. So, to all you high priestess, continue to be beautiful and push through this shit. It is going to be challenging, and I'm not telling y'all that it's really going to be challenging. It's your thoughts. If you don't get nothing else from this tonight, focus on your thoughts. You can change them real fast. Just because you thought of it, don't mean that because they coming back at record speed, and it's very true. I'm seeing it. That's why I was like, damn, did I create that? No, but he told me. He told me, y'all. Okay, let me get this one this is from your higher self, right? This is from your soul, your Christ conscious. Because you are Christ. You Christ. Shit. You carry that. You carry the light. Okay, let's see. It says, it is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire. But it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet. Sorry, y'all. But you knew it's coming. It says, know this so deeply that your soul vibrates, bro. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more Source can produce miracles in your life. I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. See, that's why I was saying, I feel like I'm telling y'all not attached to that shit. You detached from it. And everybody had an opportunity to detach from it. You couldn't have got nobody else off this. I wish I can show y'all how they showing it to me, but it's deep. It's almost like, you remember that movie, that cartoon, Jake and the Beanstalk? And remember how big the plant was? And it was strong. Remember? And it went all the way down in the ground. The Jack and the Beanstalk, he put it in there, and that motherfucker was thick, and they couldn't even cut the motherfucker down. And then you climb up there. That's what it looked like. But it's like pulsating with different spirits that's got stuck in there, that's been in there for centuries and lifetimes, and they working with other spirits that they go there to see them, and they feed them to keep it tight. And oh my goodness, it's just a lot going on. I feel like I seen that too. DMX had made a video, and in the video it was like you could see their face and they was trying to get out. So it was like a clear, but it was kind of like they was like trying to like get out. I wonder, is that what he was seeing too? Cause it's kind of like that. Oh, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. It was that song. Listen to that. Go watch that video. And I feel like it was people like trying to like, please, baby, take my hand. You know, this is my song, y'all. You Gotta Believe by Mary J. Blige. Let me get one more. Now hold on tight. You better not be afraid. Okay, so it says, our body speaks to us. I'm telling you, they were telling me not to do that shit 2 weeks ago. My ass. I was in that bitch with my, listen, y'all. I ain't gonna even tell y'all. Look, I'm really like, I'm done. I'm not doing it. It's time to go. I know it ain't right, so I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna quit playing and dipping my feet in the fucking pond. And I know that ain't my water. That ain't my water. Cause you know they make ponds and shit. You know what I'm saying? That water get dirty. You don't ever change that pond water. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. I can fuck with a river. You know what I'm saying? I can fuck with it now. Anything that's connected to the ocean, I stick my feet in. You know what I'm saying? But that, I was sticking my feet in the pond, y'all. Fuck it. I'm going to keep it a book. It says, our body speaks to us through physical pain and discomfort. It says, our body sends messages for us to look more deeply, see the trapped emotions, the lurking fears and beliefs that limit you. Listen to your physical body and you will be led to the source of your pain. It's time to get your healing on. It says, get the book Heal Your Body by Louis L. Hay and find the answers towards which your body is guiding. So it says the book is called, this came out the other day too. It says, it must be, yeah, maybe some of you guys need to do some inner healing by way of getting like, wisdom from, books and things like that. Little small books and shit. That's what it seemed like. His name was, it's called Get the Book Heal Your Body by Louis L. And that's the trip. I was just saying that about our bodies and stuff and how, anyways, I don't want to get into all shit. Let me read this to y'all one more time and I'm going to let y'all out. It says, I really liked it this. And I want to say it with you guys. And then you can repeat in your mind because you can do that. You know that, right? You don't even need to know what I'm going to say. And you'll be able to say each word on target inside of your head, though. You got to say it inside of here. So let's put this in our stream, in our ocean, in our flow. It says, I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome and I joyfully trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust that you're going to make the best decisions for yourself. And even if it's not something that you want, you can always make another decision, but it was better than the last one. Because the last one could have had your ass somewhere stinking. Or the one before that. You down there was, you know what I'm saying? But you here. So now it's time to make big boy decisions, grown woman decisions, you know what I'm saying? Grown man decisions, you know what I'm saying? Like, after swimming in the pond and leaving the pond, it's detrimental to go back because your body can no longer withstand that pond because you've healed from that pond. That pond was very treacherous. It was dirty. It was dark. It was a lot of diseases in there. It was a lot of doubts and fears and lonelinesses and all those different things that goes on in the mind of someone who don't have a relationship with themselves. You get what I'm saying? You was in that pond playing with, fish that didn't last. Nothing lasted long in that pond. Nothing ever lasted. You know what I'm saying? And anything that came of that pond, it was because another man put it in there. And it was a creation of whatever that man was. Whatever that woman was. Whatever they wanted you to be elusive with. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck Frank Sinatra. I don't know why I just said that. Fuck Frank Sinatra. That's what I just heard. I wonder what he do. Why they say that? And he's the one that made that. Isn't you lovely? He was doing weird shit in the industry too. They said fuck Frank Sinatra. I don't know. I'm gonna go look him up. I don't even know nothing about him, right? Maybe it's something about his music or he got a song or something, y'all. My team is funny though, man. They be hitting the top motherfuckers. They like to go there. They some top hitters. They hit the top ones. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you guys. And just to let you guys know too, I am like really, really loving and kind and calm and cool. Like I do not be turned up all the time, y'all. All right. I'm just telling y'all that. Not that I got a, you feel me, but it's just sides of me that you guys haven't seen. And you won't. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get to know me personally and we build a relationship off of here. But I'm most definitely hella laid back. You know what I'm saying? I like to spend time by myself. I like to spend time with my grandson, with my kids. I love being around my kids. I love teaching. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a teacher. I love teaching, so I'm an observer, you know what I'm saying? I like being in the house. I'd rather be in the house than be outside, to be honest with you. And sometimes I get wrapped up in that, and then they start pushing me outside and I get irritated and shit. So I be, you know what I'm saying? My daughter told me yesterday, she's like, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. And I'm like, what the fuck? Calm down. This motherfucker telling me But I don't be talking to people like that because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Like, I'm really respectful. Like, I'm respectful. I treat people with respect and kindness because I know how it feels not to be treated kindly. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to make nobody feel how I felt, or how people have made me feel that I cared about, and I didn't understand why they was coming, or they didn't know they didn't care what I was going through, and they still, put a lot of weight on me, or just, traumatized me even more with what on top of what I was going through. So I wouldn't, like, for the most part, I'm calm. I can be turned up too, though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we got one side of us. Like, be all that you can be, and don't never change, your personality and stuff, because that's what draw them to. That's why so many people are drawn to you. That's why people are drawn to you. It's just really about just cleaning some shit up, because you become someone who's, my ear getting hella hot. You become someone who's, I don't want to say influential, but, people look up to you, and you don't want to send the wrong message off. And I'm telling myself that when I'm speaking to y'all too. Like, I don't want to get the wrong message off, And then somebody think that it's okay to do the shit that I used to do. And that shit ain't okay. But you'll see where that shit had me, on here looking crazy. And I'm okay with y'all seeing me look fucking crazy, because that's how you look when you be doing shit that you know what I'm saying, that you doing out of pain. But you see how I've progressed and how I've grown and how I've, developed, and I can only get better. I can only get greater. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, it's what it is. And I will. I won't remain the same, and I won't stop. I won't stop moving forward. I won't give up. I'm not. I don't give a fuck. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not in me. I feel like this is I'm not just doing it for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it for nations, for unions, for so much, And I don't feel like it's a lot I don't feel like it's a lot on me at all. I used to, because I didn't know how I was going to do it. And then I just started rolling with it. And slowly but surely, I'm moving with it and I'm flowing with it. And I'm right on time. I always hit the mark. And I'm not saying that to be over, you know what I'm saying, Lee? I always make it at the right time, y'all. Whether if it's out or in. And I'm so thankful for that. And you can do the same thing. You just got to put yourself first. You got to do even if it's making somebody else feel uncomfortable. Why would you sit there and continue to be uncomfortable on something and somebody else is, you know what I'm saying? It's them that's, well, you know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that. If me telling you how I feel and how something is, and it make you feel uncomfortable, then I would rather you be uncomfortable, because I know that what I'm saying and what I'm speaking, it's not coming from a bad place. It's not coming from a place where I'm trying to control anything or anything. I just want to make some adjustments so we both can be, free in the situation. You get what I'm saying? Communicate. We got to learn how to communicate with each other, We all got different souls. We all on different timelines, but it's a way to get through. And even if we get through it and we split, that's fine. Because I don't ever want to be connected to nobody. I always want us all to stand in our own. Anybody around me that's on my team, I need you to have your own shit. You feel me? And I'm not talking about material shit. I'm talking about your own mind, your own soul. Hold your own 10 toes down. Be able to save yourself. Be able to pull yourself out of that darkness. I need you to be have the same strength that I have, because you have it. I know you got it. And you don't have to be, you're not going to be like me, and I'm not going to be like you. You know what I'm saying? We all got our own different play. We different players to this green, this big thing. You know what I'm saying? We all contribute differently. That's how it was meant. That's the most beautiful part about it. That's why I don't be having shit to say about nothing negative about the next woman, what they do, what they see. Take whatever you gonna take off this channel and use it, baby, because it don't belong to me. When I leave this motherfucker, I can't take none of this shit with me. I can't take none of this shit with me. I can't take nothing with me. I can't even take my kids with me. I wouldn't even be selfish to want to take them with me. Oh, I want them to go because I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that. I want them to live life just like I did so that they can evolve, so that they can become. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And anybody else on this earth. Even if you did me wrong, I ain't got no bad feelings, nothing. Like nothing, like, you feel me? I just can't fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? Because you done did the shit one too many times. You know what I'm saying? I ain't coming to you, that's for damn sure. I consider you come to me with change. You know what I'm saying? I would have to really see that in your eyes. I would have to really see that and know, like, you feel me? And if I don't pick up on it, I'm not going to go forward with anything. Not after you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. We're not riding the same train. We're not riding the same train back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Not me. I'm going to get on a different train because niggas be following niggas and body hopping. And I got to be in, what is it? That's what this people used to always say, that I had a mysterious look in my eyes. And so I'm like, mysterious. I know what they talking about now. I'm very mysterious. Very much so. Gotta be. You won't know shit about me. You gonna catch me on shit. I'm talking about for real, y'all. I'm so private. Like, you feel me? I be jumping through, like, I don't know. I always done that, though, because, like, what happened with my dad, it made me paranoid. So just, like, when it came to, like, personal information, I never told the truth about that shit. Like, I never was on paperwork. I changed names. I don't give a fuck. I'll come in. I went to court in somebody else's name, y'all. This was years ago. I cannot get in trouble for this now. I went to court. They called the lady name. I got up and everything. Act like I was her. I had that bitch name on my hand. I'm like, I had to do what I had to do, though. You know what I'm saying? It was a reason why I had to do that, though. You got to do what you got to do. I'll step in the room. I'll be you. You know what I'm saying? Who I need to be. I'm always going to be real, though. However it is. I'm going to be real. 10 toes down. It ain't going to come with no fake shit. I'm going to be real. But every different phase of you, every space that you go in, it requires a different space, a part of you. That's why you're supposed to constantly evolve and change. And old ways no longer work. Like me, even being with the street shit, that shit ain't gonna work where I'm going. What I got planned and what I've always had planned for myself since I was a little girl, what I seen myself doing, which is something that I hold sacred, I know for a fact, my communication, me being in my divine feminine energy, being in that energy where I'm calm, and because I'm gonna need to bring that to my team. My team is gonna need that from me. It's gonna require me to be, and because that's how I produce. That's why they always wanted to keep me rattled. They always wanted to keep me in that, you know what I'm saying, mentality and shit. You know what I'm saying? Always in some drama and some bullshit. Oh, this how she is. Y'all seen that? That's how she is. And anytime I go around somebody, I don't give a fuck who. It could be somebody I'm really close with, cool with. They'll say some weird shit. Like, hey, if you gonna come over here, and then, cause you gonna, and I'm like, dude, the last time I kicked it with you, did anything happen? So why in the fuck is you bringing up some shit when I was 18? Why in the fuck is you bringing up some shit when I was 21? Like, what the fuck is you talking, nigga? You about 50, 60 years old. And I see you doing the same shit you been doing too. People will be quick to fucking say some shit. And so I just be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't stop me from, you know what I'm saying? But really, I'm going to hear that shit, man. Because if you can't see me for who I am in my present, and you don't even have to acknowledge it, motherfucker, but don't try to downgrade or downplay me when I ain't seen your bitch ass in 6 months, 7 months, probably a year, and you gonna try to come and influence my energy and some shit. Not that I care. Like, what are we doing this for, though? Because now you trying to take me back, because you'll take a motherfucker, it takes you back there. It makes you feel some type of kind of way. It's like, damn, a motherfucker won't give you your flowers while you here. I'm telling you, they ain't gonna give you your flowers while you here. You know why? Because it's something in you that they don't have. It's something that you have in you. They see it, but they would never admit it. And that's a fucking lie. I can't deal with people like that. I'm cool. You see what the fuck you want to see and think what you want to think. When this shit all hit the fan, you gonna see everything I said was motherfucking true, and you gonna see me put the fuck up. You gonna see me. I guarantee you I'll be okay. I guarantee you I do. I know I'm gonna be okay. I know exactly who I'm talking to. I know exactly if I'm going through anything, where it's coming from. And I know how to get to the motherfucking problem, to the rooty tootie. And I'm going to burn that bitch down. I'm going to go up in there, kick the door down, and I'm burning it down. Period, point blank. And I'm confident that I can get the job done. All you got to do is put it in my hands. Put it in my hands. Anybody that know me, you put something in my hands, I'm going to turn it to something. I don't give a fuck. Like, I've always been like that. Put it in my hand. Oh, yeah. I'm going to multiply it. That's just what it is. And people, you do the same thing. And people don't like that. So that's why you work by yourself. That's why it's going to take you longer to get there. But guess what? That's the safest way. That's the safest way, because what you have, no matter who you deal with, they're going to want to take it. They're going to want to steal because they don't want to get it for themselves. They're lazy. They don't want to take the time out to self-evaluate, to look at the reflection, to take accountability and make things right, not just within themselves, but with their children, you know, with the things that they can't change. You know what I'm saying? Make peace with that. They want to hold on to shit. Storyline never change. And then you wrapped up in that shit. And every time you come around, they want to be talking about the same ass shit. That's hell. They said that hell was somewhere where shit happened over and over repeatedly. That's hell. That's what it sounded like to me. Come on, you came up in this motherfucker and you acting like you didn't know that death wasn't a thing. So if it's a thing, then that means it's a alive thing. It's something that's happening. It's not something that's dying. Right? And I'm talking about this because people get hooked up on that too. Oh, my mama died. My brother died. I'm not trying to be insensitive. My brother passed. My brother transitioned. I still talk to that man. He haven't came back. I told y'all they not coming back. This time when you go, you gone. Like it's no coming back. The kids that's coming in now is coming from a totally different space than where we came from. And our parents and their parents. That's why they trying to take the kids. You see it on the internet all the time. For nothing. They going in the hospitals taking these kids. Why you think they taking them? The parents ain't on drugs or nothing. They taking... And it don't matter what color. It don't matter what race. But these kids they touching, they didn't already sign their motherfucking death. They didn't sign anybody, even if you work for them. You didn't fucking crucify your whole family. You work for the CPS or anybody and you going in there taking these kids. You know who these kids is? Imagine what was said. You think that they didn't know that they was gonna do that? They just was they wanted to see how far y'all was gonna keep playing and keep going into this shit. They taking these kids. You don't even know who these kids is. These is the kids they high rank. I'm talking about like they kids getting sick with cancer and all kind of shit. They houses is falling, they homes is falling. They working for this government system, police, all of them. The same system that they got hands in on is the same system that's gonna fall and crush their ass. And they've been warned. But it's no more warnings. You did what you did. You went in there and you took that lady baby. And you know she wasn't on no drugs. You know she wasn't crazy. You just knew who that baby was. Because y'all been watching that baby go through that baby ain't never came here like that. They ain't never got that type of kind of soul. Oh, I get chills. Oops upside your motherfucking head. Oops upside their head. But I see, this is the thing, right? You see how Spirit put some shit? She know what hand to play. She knew what hand you was gonna play. And I don't think they really got too many more players around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They looking a little queasy over there on that side of the chessboard. They like, God damn, we about to lose everything. We done lost everything. I don't even think they love their kids. They don't love their kids. They didn't curse the kids, the babies, and every goddamn thing else. Golly. Anyways, you guys, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all of the nice things that you guys put in the chats. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming to Ashley Tribe to Wealth. Know that when you come over here, you are on a secure line with Source, okay? This is divine over here. Divine intervention, divine energy, okay? It's all good energy, babies. All right? And I'm going to see you guys later. It is 2:02 in the morning where I am at. I am about to go lay down. You guys can see I am not sleepy, so I'm going to be up for the rest of the motherfucking morning because I just been up. And I'm sending love, and Francis is my grandmother's middle name and my auntie name. But him and my auntie name both are gone. Oh, that's deep. Somebody said my family fake. Man, we all the next man. Sad for them and whoever helped, good luck to them. It says, know what I need is for people who have a intention to help me and I didn't ask for it. I'm good. That's good. That's what's up. For sure. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Hi, Empress. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all in a minute, man. I'm finna get some rest in. Love you guys. I love who love me. I'll talk to you guys later. I hope this message resonated and you guys can take some things from it. And you know what I'm saying? Just remember the thoughts, y'all. It's the thoughts for the next, until February. We got to focus on our thoughts. Because it's a lot happening. It's going to be challenging, but sit in that shit. If you have to sit in it, sit in it. Because it's you're healing the emotional part of you that needs to be healed, which is, what is it? Your nervous system. It take time for that. That shit don't happen overnight. That shit take time. It's going to take, I say about how, like they said, it was up until May. May, winter, spring. May, spring. Something about spring. Yeah. So, I don't know if May is in spring. All this shit is all confusing to me sometimes because the weather just don't be how it's supposed to be. But something about spring and May. Somebody's birthday can be May 9th too as well, or August 9th. I'm also seeing September 10th or September 15th. And November 9th is significant. These are all birthdays. And also somebody's, they showing me, I don't know who family member this is, but they saying something about your solar, what do you say? He said your solar plexus. Something about your solar plexus. So you can go look that up, all right? And I'll see. No, he said solar celestial. Solar celestial. You can look that up. That's what he said, solar celestial. He came back and said it again. Like, nah, that ain't what I said. I respect it. I got you. Solar celestial. I'm finna go look it up too. Because I think I have heard of it before. I never looked it up before. I never, really, so I don't know. Solar celestial. Go look that up.